All right, Henry Hattis is joining us. Thank you, Henry, for joining us. We'll open it up to questions. First one is from Jeff.
Hi, yes. So welcome to ASU. Could you just comment a little bit on any impact, if at all, that Casey Tucker coming here before you had on your transfer?
It was a huge impact. I entered the transfer portal not really sure of how it was going to go or who was going to be interested, and Casey was really influential in kind of getting me connected with Coach C. Told me how good his experience was here, and Casey's a really good friend of mine, so I trust him, and his opinions mean a lot to me. So I'd say he was definitely one of the biggest factors in coming here.
Trevor?
Hey, Henry. Coach Christensen said in the summer that you could probably play 4 out of the 5 positions on the line. We saw you've been listed as a guard early on. Do you have a preference between guard or tackle? And then also, have you practiced at both spots so far?
Yeah, I've practiced and played at guard and tackle. I came into Stanford as a left tackle, got moved to right, played right for probably a majority of my career there. And then my senior year, we had 2 pretty good tackles in Foster, Sorrell, and Walker Little. So they moved me to guard, which was a pretty good transition for me. I feel like I'm definitely more of a run blocking, is definitely more of my strength. So I'm comfortable at both. Came in playing right tackle, moved to right guard. It's been a pretty good transition for me, and we're just kind of rolling.
Hod?
Henry, obviously, never ideal to transfer from one school to another in the middle of a pandemic. Can you talk about the challenges that you had as you look back over the last few months?
I've definitely had challenges, but I think everyone else has had challenges too. So, there's really no room to complain or look for excuses. It's been tough transition, but I think with definitely the strength coach has been huge in getting me up to the speed and conditioning and the strength that I need to be to start the season. So I'm definitely grateful for that. And then Coach C and Coach Mawai are probably 2 of the best offensive line coaches I've been around. So definitely grateful for their experience and their knowledge. And I think we'll be ready to go for game 1.
Henry, just what are your initial impressions of Jaden Daniels from what you've seen of him?
Oh, he's super exciting to play for. As an offensive lineman, knowing that there's a guy behind you like that who can make plays, he's got an arm like that to make plays down the field. It's really motivating for you to make blocks, and it's rewarding. As an offensive lineman, you're blocking your tail off up front, expecting them to make plays, and everything that I've seen from him last year and everything he's doing right now is very exciting.
Zach?
What stands out to you as far as a culture change from Stanford to ASU? What's different about the team cultures or environments?
I feel like this team is a lot more central focused on one mission. I feel like Stanford, there was a lot going on, just with the culture of the team, with practicing, with school and everything like that. And I feel like now, since especially a lot of things are online because of COVID, it's a lot easier for the team to get focused on the mission at hand and getting ready for the season, which has definitely been all over the place because of COVID. But I think now that we have a deadline and got a date to look forward to, has definitely got us focused up.
Trevor?
Just comparing Coach Hill's offense to those that you've been in the past, what is this going to require out of you in particular, and where do you think the group is at right now, just with the schematic understanding of things?
We're a high-tempo offense. He's bringing that from Boise State, where he had a lot of success, and I think it's really fitting well into our personnel here. In practices, we've been able to keep pace and tempo, which is exciting. So we just got to be in good shape, and I think that'll be our advantage over a lot of teams in the Pac-12, especially with the late start. So we're excited. I think he's got a lot of interesting stuff going. He's got a lot of high-powered plays, and we're excited to get going.
Hod?
Henry, does this line really feel very mature to you, especially on the left side? You got yourself and another grad transfer in Kellen Deesh, and obviously Cade Cote, a 6-year senior. Does it feel like a offensive line that's been there, done that, and can that be catalyst to success, even though guys like you and Kellen are new to the team?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think that everyone's kind of in a new position right now on the offensive line, but there's a lot of experience, and you can definitely tell. I mean, there's Kellen who's a 5th year, there's Cade who's a 6th year coming back, and then Donovan and LD who both had starting game experience last year that they're bringing to the table. So I think it's really exciting. We're all very mature. We're able to kind of build chemistry on the move, which is really important in this time right now, and we're really excited.
Just as a follow-up question, I mean, so you talk about guys like LD and Donovan Wester that really don't come off as sophomores just because they played so much as freshmen?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Donovan's playing really good football right now. I'm on the right side with LD, so I think we're really starting to get some good chemistry going. And I mean, that's what it's about as an offensive lineman. There's no one guy who's going to stand out. You're only as good as the whole 5. So,
Jordan?
Henry, Cade was describing kind of the dynamic of the offensive line so far, and especially with the returners, he described it as like brothers trying to get under each other's skin to, motivate each other and that sort of thing. But as someone new to the program kind of coming in, how would you describe the chemistry and the dynamics between your fellow offensive linemen?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's a good room to be in. There's a lot of different personalities, which I think makes for a really interesting room. I mean, there's Cade, who's definitely the oldest of the group, and he acts like it. He's kind of the big brother. But and then you got Donovan and LD, the young guys who are kind of moving their way up in the ranks. So it's definitely fun, and we're having a good time, and we're just excited to get playing football.
All right, last question, Jeff.
You mentioned what Casey gave you some good advice and, was a factor in you making this move. What have you found from what he told you that's sort of corroborated what he told you before you got here?
I mean, everything he's told me has been true to the point. I mean, he spoke very highly of Coach C and Coach Mawai, and they've been nothing but exceptional coaches and exceptional people too. Just being able to have conversations with them, and as well as Coach Hamm, is definitely a very welcoming environment to be in. And as far as the team goes, the locker room's great. It's easy to have conversations with anyone in the locker room, offense and defense, which has been very key in getting me acclimated to a new team.
All right, thank you, Henry. We'll have Kellen right now.
All right, thank you, guys.